Y'all want to know how I got a phone in jail? I got the plug. The plug is one of the guards, okay? I had somebody on the outside world wire transfer her some money. When it hit her bank account, she brought me the phone. She can sneak anything in because she has a clearance to do so. She's a sergeant. When you have money in jail, you can pretty much make anything happen. You can even, if you're even guilty, you can get out of jail. You can get out of prison if you're guilty. As long as you have the money, you can get anything you want. Look at Donald Trump. He was supposed to go to jail and he didn't.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me. So, I'm sitting here and I'm looking over Malcolm X because I had wanted to use him for my video. Mainly it was the jail part. The part where he began reading books. No, it was really the part when he had taught himself how to read, and like he taught himself how to learn, you know? He started off, he wrote the dictionary. He wrote the dictionary, wrote every word in the dictionary, and he wrote all the definitions too. I remember that's how he built his vocabulary. And that's the part this video is about, because I was going to use that for my this other video. I wanted to explain how you know, jail was actually beneficial for some people. And I know that sounds crazy to say because they got a lot of people brainwashed to think that doing time for a crime is harsh punishment. But I actually think that it's really beneficial to a lot of people. It will be beneficial to a lot of people to actually have time to sit down and focus on what the hell they're doing in life. You get me? People don't really have time to think these days because we're too busy looking at our phones or looking at what other people are doing. And because of that, we don't have time to think about ourselves, to really see ourselves. You get me? It's really a talent to really just focus on yourself, to see what type of person you are, to learn to use your body to the best of its abilities. And a lot of people got that after they did something wrong. You know, Malcolm X went to jail. Now, he got a long sentence because of a white girl. We understand that, but Malcolm X did do some things. A lot of people don't really focus on that when they talk about him and stuff like that. So he did go to jail for a reason, just not the reason that many people care about. You get what I'm saying? And while he was in there, he didn't have a lot of luxuries. He didn't have a lot of things. You get me? He get me? He hustled. You get what I'm saying? Nobody was really there for him except his you know, the guy, what's his name? His brother. His brother was the only one really there for him, like looking out for him and stuff. Now, I'm not jumping into the Muslim aspect. I'm looking at the part where this man started off one way, you know, with the clump in his hand. He had a clunk. in his hair and shit. You know, it's slicked back. He was all into this worldly material lifestyle, getting money, trying his best to do anything to be seen as something and stuff like that. You know, the whole zoot suit thing and stuff like that. Walking around with the clown costume on and things like that. But then he ended up getting in trouble. He ended up going to sit down. He ended up having time to think about him. And because of that, he bettered himself. That's the part I really think about. Now, how he used that information and that knowledge, hey, that's his business. You get what I'm saying? It's how he acquired it after starting off on the wrong path, you know? And people have a habit of talking down on people who've been to jail, but I really think that's a conspiracy too, because a lot of people learn a lot of things once they get time to think about things without the material things in the world, which is why it's crazy how you see people online in jail with cell phones. I know the last time I was there, they had type recorders. They had typewriters and stuff, you know, things like that, radios and stuff. I'm sure in some places you get TVs and things like that. You get all the luxury of being outside while inside, which kind of defeat the purpose of why you're inside.
Alright, so I'm about to go ahead and make me a little story time. I want to show y'all my radio. This is how I be playing music for those who asking. Alright, so here's a little story time when I first came into county. When I first got into county, I did get into a fight. This was before we were on lockdown. So I went to chow. In here we call lunch chow. I went to chow and this big old fat chick bumped me and made me drop my tray. Then she said she loves to see girls like me in jail. So I push her back and she punches me right here in my chest. So ever since then, like when she punched me, I tried to attack her, but I ended up losing the fight. So I've been in here just trying to get my weight up, been doing my push-ups. I need to get a little stronger because some of these girls are big. But
it's like taking the punish out of punishment.
I'm trying to handle that. Damn, I'm trying to handle that.
That's crazy. It's really sad, you know? And I don't really understand it, but you know, that's basically the video. People don't want you to see people like Malcolm X anymore. They don't want you to see people like Judge Joe Brown, because Judge Joe Brown went to jail. Joe Brown turned his life around. Malcolm X went to jail. Malcolm X turned his life around. What's his name? Eldridge Cleaver went to jail, turned his life around. Huey Newton. I'm not gonna throw Martin Luther King in it because his life was already, he didn't change his life, but you get what I'm saying. He did probably have time to think about it. Lil Wayne went to jail, come out spitting truth, real balls and shit. Biggie Smalls did the same thing. Tupac.
I mean that shit, because these white folks see us as thugs. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care if you think you a lawyer, if you a man, if you an African American, if you whatever the fuck you think you are. We thugs and niggas to these motherfuckers. You know? And until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
Who else? You get what I'm saying? People knock people who went to jail, but I get, man, when people have time to think, you'll see the world a whole lot different. You get me? This is why they don't want you to think. This is why they don't want you to have time to understand yourself. They throw things in your face all the time. Even when you're on punishment, you still get the luxury of not being on punishment.
Ha, you want to bamba? You wanna G with the big boys? Now you the wrong, get the you the wrong, get the.
Why? To keep you dumb, to keep you ignorant, you get me? To keep you confused. Because they understood how the correctional system was doing too good of a job of correcting people.
We need jail. Yeah, jail better than college. Fuck you talking about. Man, jail, man, I'm telling you, man, jail is some of the best things nigga can go be. I recommend it. I damn near say every little boy that's rebellious in high school need 2 years in prison and then 2 years in the military, and we won't have no problem out of black boy. He need jail. He ain't got no uncle to kick his ass. Cause most of these niggas whoop their uncles. Most of these niggas whoop their daddies. They ain't got no respect for their daddies. They go find all the respect. They go get all the instructions. They get everything they need in jail. So, man, I recommend jail, man, for real. I'm talking about for every little boy that don't know what to do after high school, send his ass to prison. 2 years in prison, 2 years in the military, and we won't have no problem out of them ever again.
Anyway,